Obie dwane. Yendu bebia o ne drono estate. Papa na some person aban for security officers in every kromu na hoho police in every kromu na money other opponent no emfensie ni.
Tia mame samu akwaba emra brighter media so okopiem ewo boko ene mpotemu a mentimi wase da kusase ena afi mampusi wamontem no asanso sori biem ama sisi amene okasei ebusuya de koso ho no enya ne gisem na necessary wo mu ya adwuma ho no wo mu de ehu ene suro ene nsem bebre ena aba betudwa wo matrem de koso ewo boko ene ne mpotemu wo mse da bi wo mu ntimi nto adwuma ne so na ayi bobokofo no kra ka trom se mampusifo ne kusasefo no wo mse nka aban mefa sojafo ne nyina mfi ho na wo mu mfansie ni nti di obedi nkunim no na wafa kru no abusuya wo ma bronsam so pa nurses ene wona eye aban adwuma ewo boko ene ne mpotemu awo a wo makopiem ewo sesi amene okase ehu ene suro ena aba abeto mo so quick one yenko na enya botre enti wo mo nsem no
na yenya nte yese moye nurses ewo Binduri Garu Pusiga ena boko enokre
Bachai
ade na ekoso
Pacho Wednesday no ewe jumem nti bo be 10 o'clock na me in charge ni kunu be friend o kan kusasi be friend say e ku mampu wo kumase offense na mobusia fo na mobo kun say on be retaliate nti o be friend e ma makufi and another call so came nti one number ka say no matinti everybody should run home nti e man so mo vacate nti e ko dwuma no mo na eko ana ha say no trotro ni ha taxi eni ha nti e abobo ya ene pragia ene wa ha ene tricycle ni bicycle ni ane wa ha say nti e so na ye ni means no e bia na nti ko kwan ho ni afaka ekufi nti ba sa na e so bie dwane ne ho na yeni kan de na se edimika ne ko nti yendu bebia o ne drono estate papa na wo se me mano be sila me meji ba kuna odin sini moto so akufi mami na me mitumika ediko ana be chefi to drono moto ya for Wednesday the Thursday anopa ana and you know so you also na enya no papa 7 almost start to be a meeting by chief palace no jinga hofo jingande
you're from saying
jingande
the
best me ko start to dinese ano dinese intimate I'm a farmer ben ni ikane yefika lungu ni be kwa ho baby ni fa pragiani bi eba manafo wo chichi na mbe kono ho nti ye ko ena so muta tutu na nti be 1 hour time it is curfew on the clock 2 o'clock nti enra ni mreno be 1 I was saying I call back. Me call anything need to tati. So I said, "What the form?" Sinebe ya, the children back out, and I said, "You didn't make out." Jana ya fret enough for no more. You know, if you we save on who yes, na edit to come. They say too much, almost say. She say okoma for maka amayati some person aban for security officers in every kromu na hoho police in every kromu no money other opponent no emfensie ni nti ehun say be sa aban say ene ye hoho for ene ma na wa ha mo swin nya ye ma ene ma na wa ha say nti ko mo bone na transfer ne mba fi ne be yeduma na wo dwane na o mbaka ho na ohona efie ye fro na yi a e ha dwene e ba ha che e ba 2015 10 good years.
Wow.
10 good years. You not transfer ko de kwa na sa reject to de kwa na reject.
Na moye nurses be saying ena wo ho no.
Maybe I say no ye be 20. This water district. Me kay na bu ma be 50 na 50 plus.
Munyina said moya ho amoye adwuma ho.
Na yes soundness. 2 regions dey ba ha, Ashanti region and Western region. Dey ba ha say 2015.
Ashanti region and Western region no matran ho 10 years.
10 good years.
Some 10 years here matran we minim say Bawku area how generally entan enjo. Na die hina mbeka say ano worshipa.
We no
Na moye nurses doctor for swear.
Doctors for no doctors no munya wa child hospital nursing your mu categories. Because no more child into me praise before hospital na omuye dwumonti. Omo de mo free head but in Ghana health service staff. In Ghana health service staff.
Na eno said doctors so ka ho.
Doctors omo ka ho but omo kwa charge no omo ya under charge.
Christian health.
Omo ti fa so edeko. By any Ghana health service in the end untimi nko so je transfer na say bibi sa na akọ na yesi ko spoon ti ya kwa banti after spoon so 3.5 into the letter no come so time so this so time no sponsor na be mo akọ.
Says ya curfew abaho no omudi so.
Omudi so because na ambo cars no movie around to be a movie out.
Enti enna obekwa adwuma.
Passion na yanko adwuma. Be no ko adwuma because yen kwane kaya ho. Ye kaya wo fi dia kaya man be jom wo fi na kaya ko. But they say ho wa yen free asentu kwa wo do ba yako. Now the new quay say any miss. I would be ko na bibi e be wo dwane do ban so say dwane. Enti na yanko.
Asemo. Ghana Health Service staff teacher mo amoye nurses mo na mo kamui na yesi onunua baby so ho na edian no so de be ka ho.
Good morning.
Mpacho so good morning Ibi.
Mpacho na what is saying?
Me de nka me hu yo so ne amuken na me ra ho kakra.
Bra, Mpacho ye hunye na me ni me kre. Ye hunye o. Me wa Binduri district. And I mean of late Binduri there sorry I mean say edu ya se fa na bebia. Me no ka say ye na man kwa ejuma.
Peace FM.
Binduri district me chi bicycle na me dia free Bawku kromu ha akọ me village a me ye ejuma bra na no chi bi amenne mu e di akọ e na anu ada me konya flat tire bicycle ma senya flat tire boys bi na me share won na omo ebo a me ama me beduru town e na me koy na omo ko pompe me tire na ye den e de ma me so sisi ano ye tisi ye free hand me say ni ko because yes ye nkwa da senye mu isa sisi an u ko ejuma na wa share uniform a fa name tag am bo ho no ma unti nko eno kra nyango po ndi wo afo fi na say omo tutu na strange bullet bi be bo wa ra ekum free adana ubewu na adana yo service omo di obi bra be ti wa nai oh if you dey extra buy no yes le pa ana no ada se be 2 weeks or 3 weeks dey see here me go cafe obi yam e no de man you adano Sunday dey see here bra me ko to ade me ni mo no ma pepa me hu bi da no steady live na buy me bedui me hu bi da pepa so sound da me ti ye me ka me dale me hu ebo bi da me chi me phone boom me phone na say obi yam na me fem eda so obi yam nti bone be ne ye 10 years from 2015 up to date wako fie kra na waji leave ana say waji permission kra ko fie kra na woto no na ye frɛ ni ebo vacation of post to go o file so ni ma query emu atete ni e block your salary and am say ye free and say me say me a victim me America say me a victim Binduri district it's no say am Binduri district on so na ye cool police for ho me no ka say ko ha amaka egu ho me say na man kwa adwuma because ne fa me nkwa entunsa ne mu sa enkwa no tenka eye me ensakura na me ndi mi tenka me ba kokora be di agro so ho it's na bai ene mo na mo ka bi ewo mo yes mo peace from for yes mo pa mo ka bi mai na abai ni me free hanu ti because if you dey kono eni enyan sisi aye ka say yes dem mo asa no ye ka sanke tenkesi ko safi fo fie ni yete ko ka asem bi na se ko tia o mo so so a wanya asem ko ka asem bi ni ko tia man pusifo a wanya asem si an hefa bi ene yefa si aka akra ye be ko bo akra no wa so rente ma wunya bi mko enu ada asante fo ma ye da 2 o'clock nke na kwesi e de han to kwa ha fa ye ni baby e be pia ko ke test na ye fie ni mu nanka ye mbo nti and then I had 2 o'clock.
Area 2.
Midonyame. Curfew. Area 2 o'clock. Aden. Good Janiko feels so I bet for near mal vacation of course near block of salary. Send the saying. I require a for baby or more enjoy me you know. About awards more villages area recommended. Na ye the awards name ma o mo krum no ye so mo na ye adwuma enso ye wo village so mo ma he
na mo amwo Bawku area ho ye ma mo risk allowance
me ba cho there be ye nya bi da o yare na ko hospital ka na bi twia entwia ubewu wana bi twia da me ba cho ye bre
Mati.
Mungwaye.
Ya be ni ebetimi.
Yo ni nyina ye Ghana fo, ana ye Ghana fo ana.
Mo ye Ghana fo pa.
Ye Ghana fo.
Pacho ye be ni ebetimi. Ubeti yenka. Why?
Over Richard, good morning.
Meti pa, good morning.
Yo meti wonka wa chirichiri ye nkoso minim se ye betoto ne amayi amame. Na ye nim se nanka ne ametutomu ba wo Bawku esan ohinkese asantemaura na montuo yi a wogusu yai ene enso na anu no hwena no pe yesi kusase hene a owo kumase wo mo akoto ahye ne si ene update aba etel saying
a very worrying situation na ya ye home baby ya ko ye public education ya providing intelligence and many of those things and na ya me nwanwa kakra but what is important is this conflict has to be resolved. Minaba, now the killings must stop and peace must return to Bawku. Senyama 3 way yentimi anyen as quickly as possible. Yeah, some of these killings will happen. Yes, we Kumasi an overflow of Bawku Dianina, a Basrika Kumasi. Bakubi class were Ashama. They are all Bawku conflict related.
Okay.
And see, what government did was to send the military to the front line to maintain law and order. Then government this is it. They want to secure the safety of the students, so they want to evacuate them. Then government is also engaging Yenana Asantehini for the mediation to take place. These are short to medium terms. Say na yan intense ma. They have a brain but Auntie Mami or Auntie ya so themselves the military corps frontliner. You know that what is expected of them, is that not it?
No.
No, once you take the military to the front line instead of the police, the military will act like military officers. Which means
is it not about time said they have to act as military officers? If
exactly
you
say
a bit feel say I say yes so ya dada dey a won say conflict management as say ye careful now so mo feel say e be a military no so come it will help in a way. And
exactly. So that is why I was asking you that when you send the military for maintaining law and order, we know exactly what to expect. So that when that unexpected happens, Ghanaians should not behave like they are hostages or they don't know what has happened.
Okay.
What that means that the government has raised the risk level and now set the national threat level to a very high level. And the military to the front line.
I see.
And the military will act as military officers.
Okay.
In making sure that
can we then say a movie beyond a tribal or civil conflict kind of war zone?
It's getting to that level. It's getting to that level because the spillover here more. And the nature of the spillover into the schools, into those serene communities, is becoming more. Those on social media saying, go and kill this person, then they kill the person, go and do this, then they do it. It's becoming more. So government is saying it's not to the community or tribal conflict again, but of a national stature, and to the military power.
I see.
And that is what it is.
So now me you be doing security person like you, and Nipano catch me say yadwin say eye boko na regu like a whole area no. Now so ebi mo hono mo transport station baby aka ejina no. Cause car movie obehwa ni say obi te car ni mo hwehwe no. Enti ni aka say we movie. Enti car no do checkpoint na baby saa nkrofo ni wona. Omo behwehwe mu asemasi pa ni ehwe no. Ni yayi na pie ya boni tuo na fe ya kase car no enko. Enti say ya de military no ekoho ana ya asia ma focus na akọ northern part of Ghana. Baby incident ni wona. But I say beyond that were other places.
Yeah, definitely. Who share the dynamics? It goes beyond the Bawku enclave. It has gone almost all over the Upper East region and after very down to Wale, which is closer to Tamale. So fear is
I'm even looking at beyond Wale, coming down to Accra, coming down to Kumasi.
And so what I was saying is that 2-3 years ago, we were giving warning that this thing is coming down. Let's do something about it. People listen, people didn't listen. Today, it has gone beyond, and it has come to Wale, it's coming to Tamale. Okay, but Wale, then now it has got it Tashama. So it is getting down south. And we must learn from Operation Gongon what happened, how this conflict spread all over the country within split seconds. But I think those in charge of national security operations are watching, and they might take decisions that will make sure that we arrest the culprits and punish them. That is one way of also stopping this conflict.
Okay. Now, curfew na bind the abano. Na ye be din komo we say, hey, 2 p.m. pa die. I say, omako shed them moon temo.
And yeah, curfew a short-term measure, and a curfew a harsh security management measure. And that I can say, and I about curfew is not a long-term measure. But considering what is happening at Bawku, I wasn't surprised of the data of the curfew. The Rebel say after a week or 2 or 3, we will have a review of it and make sure that we have put things in place. If we can map up a strategy to retrieve all those guns from the Bawku enclave, and also put in a monitoring mechanism that politicians don't send guns again into the area, and also to make the levels of killings and atrocities will come down.
Now you bet to me, guns, illegal arms are a one microphone. You know it over the years. Statistics are ebeba. How is the state going to do that?
No, if we want to retrieve the guns in the Bawku enclave, if we want to put in a monitoring mechanism to stop guns from getting to Bawku enclave is not as big as Ashanti region or Greater Accra or Kumasi. It's not that complex and it's not that populated in density. Until we can search every home, every farm, every kitchen, every port, and be able to retrieve as many guns as possible. Very expensive, costly, risk levels near high, but it can be done. Particularly when you have the military in the front lines maintaining law and order. A military zone, and that is the way you treat it.
So, what as a security person say my one way or one suggestion you bet me a day aje Tony Adina it was our enclave no mabeka say anything.
Arrest the culprits and prosecute them as quickly as possible. Don't send people to court and the court allow them to come into the community and continue the killing. Find a way of stopping those who are providing the guns, and let's find a way of taking the guns out of the system. And let's escalate the risk levels high so that we treat the Bawku enclave as a war zone. Once we do that, you are taking care of politicians who are financing this war. You are stopping the people from killing, and in a way, you are reducing the casualty level. And that is the way you go about it.
Your politicians depend on more beneficiaries of this war.
Yeah, the politicians are the beneficiaries of... No, politicians and community leaders, they are the beneficiaries of this conflict.
Do we know them?
Yeah, I think we should know them. Some are Yajma for many years. I think it shouldn't be far from knowing who they are and what their involvement are.
And you're not just a political role so lacking to me and so on.
I don't want a young way. The peer conflict, politics in this country. Fraud is one of them. Criminality, number 2. Talking anyhow, number 3. Dividing the people, number 4. When it comes to development, they don't want to agree and do it. But when it comes to the first 4, a young man created those problems. Every election violence, yeah. Obeshana Papa police the Ejuma. Politicians, Baba created problem among police. And they will blame everybody apart from themselves. This is the country we are building, and this is what you call democracy and politics. So it affects your governance and it affects the frontiers of your democracy. And this is what we have. So I'm happy that the president has listened and he has heard what we have been saying.
Okay.
So if we continue in that line, I think we can make a headway.
But I'm tempted to maybe say, way back in Chroma time, now war or civil conflict, it's just resurfaced some 20 or 30 years back, 93. And say, a politician, it means that even CPP, UGCC time now. Politicians and the fund this conflict are no more beneficiaries.
Definitely, they are the ones. They go and say things they are not supposed to say. They will support things they are not supposed to support. Instead of sitting down to talk about issues as Africans and as black people, they won't do it. They will go and be saying things they are not supposed to say and be doing all manner of things and creating confusion everywhere. This is what politics has become.
Obeka say we blame game eba sanso ayentimi make headway.
No, it's not blame game. You need to hold them accountable.
Okay.
A politician commits a crime, and when they are arrested, they fall sick. They are the only ones when they commit crime and you are arrested and they fall sick. Look at the fraud politicians have committed in this country. If these fraud monies would have been used to provide jobs at Bawku, do you think the people will be fighting? It's another way of reducing crime.
But what about the people? What about the people themselves? Almost who say, yeah, moja Bawku, nipa Bawku, and
a political trap. That war conflict where a political trap. People should not fall for. But how many people will hear that one? Okay. Why should the politicians go and be doing that when they know very well that whatever they say and whatever they do has ramifications and consequences on national security and national safety?
Okay.
So you coerce the people and you play on the ignorance of the people. And you do some of these things.
Okay,
as a president to call in Kwantan South. The chief was asking for barracks. You heard what the president said. The president said the chief should not be asking for barracks. He should be asking for hospitals and schools and many of those developmental issues and not barracks. Why? Because we are fighting. And we are fighting because we don't want to stop the fight. And instead of asking for development, we are asking for military barracks. So I was so sad. But hey, this is the country we live in.
We live in.
Thank you, Andy.
So sad.